Hi Virgo, welcome back to POSH. I'm Alice. I'm going to be doing a reading for you for a lost loved one spread. I did promise this reading. I haven't done one in a while, so here I am to do it for you. Right now we're in the waning crescent in Virgo. And the date I'm recording this is November 1st, 2021. Okay? So with the waning crescent, you want to surrender and let the universe take over, rest and recover, and set new intentions, prepare, and say the serenity prayer. As a Virgo, you are a mutable sign, but you tend to be a perfectionist. I have Virgo rising. I'm a Sag, Sun, Leo moon, Virgo rising. What else? Mercury, Scorpio, but enough about me. Let's get to you. So with Virgo, the sign, your sign, is a mutable sign. Virgo's famed for its intelligence, analytical mind, attention to detail, and tendency to be a perfectionist. But the saving grace is that you are a mutable sign. So, letting go and letting the universe take over for a little bit and be your co-pilot is very good. And you do, with this waning crescent, want to align yourself with that Zen mode, that calm mode. And just don't totally take your hands off the controls of life, but just take a breather, okay? It's good to follow the moon phases, so if that's something you're interested in, I definitely recommend it. Even if you just get the basic knowledge of the moon phases, and you keep a moon phase journal, even for a few months, you will really tap in to see which phases affect you and which ones you should pay attention to. Okay, so let's get to it. I hope this video finds you well. If anything is not going well, I hope things do turn in your favor very, very soon. So I did separate the court cards here. All the signs are going to be in the playlist for November, including this one, Virgo. But Aries and Taurus are in the October playlist because I did those 2 days ago. So I did separate the court cards here. I'm going to ask who's coming through for you. And this is someone who's crossed over a loved one. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is coming through. If you hear a cat crying, that's my cat Lola. It's about dinner time, so she needs to get fed. And she don't like when I close my office door. All right, Lola. Okay, so Virgo. That's who's coming through. Now we're going to find out why they're coming through. This is Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and any other aspects of Virgo that are in your natal chart. And also, if your North Node for your present life is in Virgo, this is for you. So Everyday Witch is what I'm using. So let's look through the rest of the deck and see why is the Queen of Swords reaching out. Queen of Swords, Queens have nurturing energy underlying as a court card. They have that energy, that water energy, relationships, love, intuitive energy, could be very empathic. And then the sword energy overlying that means they sort of rule with their head over their heart. The Queen of Swords rules with logic over her heart. She still has that nurturing quality, but she rules with her head over her heart because she's learned from, not mistakes, but she's learned, and she may have had her heart broken or had some bitter hurts in the past. So she's still approachable, this queen here. This could be, I feel like an older sister, auntie, mother, grandmother. But if it's a grandmother, it was someone who passed young for a grandmother. And we have a white cat here. I feel this person had a lot of purity to them. And because they were so innocent and pure, they got hurt and beat up a little bit by life. So that's what I'm getting. They had to protect their heart. Therefore, the sword is being shown, still approachable, still has that underlying cup energy, but that sword is not up for idle chit-chat and will cut right through your bullshit and can see clear right through it. They're reaching out with the Hierophant. And that, Virgo, is telling you to have Zen energy. With this Hierophant card from the Everyday Witch Tarot, to me, it's not just about like the traditional like hope aspect or following traditions or religious, dogma, patriarchy. Like, to me, I don't get into any of that. I read the cards as they're depicted and what I feel they're bringing about. And I feel that this person was a leader to you, but also wants you to be a leader. They're coming through because they want you getting in touch with your spiritual side and grasping onto that. I feel like they don't want you to maybe suffer the hurts that they did. So right now, getting the messages they're reaching out is for you to get in touch with whatever spiritual, higher vibration to sort of like clear your minds and balance yourself. And with the waning crescent energy coming through to have you get into that Zen mode, this couldn't be a better time for that. What messages or advice does this Queen of Swords have? What messages or advice does this Queen of Swords have for you, Virgo? Nothing's making you happy right now. You're sort of in Goldilocks mode. This is my Goldilocks card. This is my Goldilocks card because you have 3 cups before you, and you're either overindulging to calm your mind or shut things out, and what you're being presented is not good enough or not what you want. It could also be that you have your back sort of turned to all those tools on the wall there. It's like you're turning your back from your gifts and you're sort of wallowing a little bit. Now, behind this younger male here is, it could be male or female energy. I see an ocean. So maybe, you're being brought salt water. You definitely don't want to drink that. Even though it's cups energy, it's like the emotions has you too much in your head. And I feel that they're coming through to show to you that you're in this like Goldilocks mode. Like, this bed's too soft, this porridge is too salty, blah, blah, blah. Nothing's like good enough. You're not finding what you want right now. So they're reaching out to tell you to be more Zen, more spiritual, uplifting your vibration, to pull you out of this 4 of Cups energy. Will you implement their advice to do this? 6 of Swords. I feel that it's a little bit up in the air. I feel like you're almost running away from, it's like you're taking the logic like and just moving away from a situation. Maybe the situation might be too emotional for you because this is cup energy. So it's like you're almost doing what that Queen of Swords did, but you're taking, all that logic that and that's what you're counting on to get you through, and you're moving forward with that. But it's sort of, it's under the cover of night. There's a lot of leaves, there's a lot of wind. It's like you're swept up in something that's directing you to carry you away there. So when I'm asked, will you implement their advice? I would say by the full moon, which is 5 moon phases from us. I don't have my moon phase calendar in front of me, so I have to look it up. But right now we're in the waning crescent. So under the full moon here, you may make that decision whether you're going to follow their advice or not. I don't have a clear answer here, whether you will or not. You could actually be running away from their advice, or you could just be running away from a situation. How will you implement their advice once you choose to? I feel like you're sort of just, maybe you're taking that waning crescent intention and really carrying it with you because you're just letting the wheel turn. You're sort of letting the universe make that decision for you, and that's how you're implementing their advice. And you're trusting and hoping that it'll be in your favor. In your favor. I want to know more about the Six of Swords. If you will implement their advice. I'm getting 7 of Swords on one side, and then I'm getting Justice on the other. I feel you're not right away because you're deceiving yourself, or you've been deceived, or you felt robbed, and you're seeking justice, which is Libra energy here. You're seeking justice. It's almost like you're afraid to look because you're counting on it, justice to happen. And you are, trying to get away from this logically. But then again, I don't feel like you're dealing with it. I have 4 of Wands as the overall energy. The overall energy for this reading has to do with homecoming and celebration. But here you are with the 6 of Swords. Will you implement their advice? It's like you're running away from it. I don't know if this is something like a eulogy or like an anniversary or a celebration for this person that has passed over, where everyone's getting together to honor them, but they are reaching out to you. The Hierophant is also, it is tradition. It is also being a mentor, a leader to others, or you yourself following a leader or a mentor or looking up to someone. I feel they do want you to look to them for direction. I'm going to clarify this 4 of Cups here with the mini Everyday Witch Tarot. Now the 4 of Cups was what messages they have for you. 9 of Swords. They can see that you're in this 4 of Cups energy because you're suffering in silence. Sleepless nights, insomnia, because you're waiting for justice. Here's justice again. That's no mistake. It's like you're consumed by something that's weighing on your mind, and you're either overindulging or you could be that younger person who's bringing these cups to that older male, and that is you as the younger person. And you're suffering in silence, watching this older male go through this. If this is a mother figure, this could be you watching a father figure suffer the loss of their wife, which was your mother or your stepmother, someone in the family. And you're doing everything that you can, to help them, but and not trying to make waves, but you're suffering in silence. However, this Queen of Swords past has to do with this. If it was sudden, if it was that they were, you know, not expected to pass at the age they did, it was a surprise. Whoever this Queen of Swords was, she's seen as the Empress of the household. And this is why we see this grief depicted in this card. How do you come out of this energy? This Queen of Swords is coming through because they want to see happiness. They want to see homecoming celebration. They want to see, maybe on the anniversary of their passing, that the home changes and goes back to that home that was created with this Empress energy that they brought to it. And if you are a younger, male watching an older male, a father figure, go through this loss of his either wife or mother, and if it's the wife, I see then you as the child. You're being directed to how to pull yourself out of this is Queen of Cups energy. So even though this younger person in the doorway, that could be male or female energy. If you are a female, feminine energy that is watching a father go through this, you're being directed by this Queen of Swords to step into Queen of Cups energy, which, looks like they're birthing something, pregnant, possibly, and just almost like bringing a harvest to the water. But the Queen of Cups, although nurturing, they also do keep a lid on their emotions, and they have to maintain that throne by being emotionally intelligent. But sometimes as Queen of Cups, you can be, in negative aspect, to giving of yourself to your own detriment. So I feel that balancing that energy, because it's double water energy and a lot of emotions, I feel that that's coming out to tell you to balance that. You have Five of Swords energy here. This is a battle for you. There is a battle, and you need to maintain emotional intelligence. Keep that lid on the emotions. As you can see, I did depict in this card that you're coming through the door here, if this is you, and there's a sea of emotion behind you. So you're giving and giving, right? Bringing those cups, but none of them are helping. But you still need to, in order to not get caught up in that, you sort of have to step into that Queen of Cups energy, and, everything happens in the right timing. Sometimes people need to go through what they go through, and we're standing there watching it, and we want to help, just like in this picture here, right? We want to help, but sometimes people need to go through that process of grieving, and you can't rush it. You can't rush it at all. Sorry. So you need to take a rest and make sure you rest and recuperate from this, because this is a lot of emotions for you. It's a battle. It's a battle within yourself, and it's a battle outside of yourself to try to do the right thing. So you need to rest and recover from this. Take a break maybe from you know, step outside of this battle, because although it affects you, you don't want it consuming you. You have the Ace of Wands here, which is a new start, a new initiative, manifesting what motivates you. When you're pulling yourself out of this, motivating your attentions on things that busy like your time or get you more back involved in life in different ways is the best thing. That's where you're going to find happiness and success, because sometimes when we're in something like this, if we turn the attention back to ourselves and focus on our own selves, if there's nothing we can do to fix the situation or fix how people feel, you know, as the Queen of Cups, you know, you sort of want to do that, right? You very nurturing, loving energy. That's the person who listens to everyone. That's the person who will bring like, oh, okay, well, try this one, try that, you know, that loving person. So if you have to remove yourself a little bit, keep a lid on your emotions, and then redirect your energy to what is healthy for you, that's not selfish. That is, sometimes we have to like busy ourselves with our own stuff, concentrate on our own stuff, and then be there for others if they need us. But, you know, redirect your energy to your own life and your own motivations. And I feel that when you do that, you are going to have happiness and success. People are going to see you contribute in a way where you're not being selfish. You are doing what you need to do for yourself. If we can't take care of ourselves, then we can't really take care of anybody else, right? So if we make ourselves happy, if we make ourselves, even though things like this happen, I don't want to say life still goes on, but we have to, at some point, pick ourselves up and try. And I've been there, so I don't want to say the one thing because it's not easy. One small step. Just that Ace of Wands is just one little small step. One little small step. Do something fun for yourself. Get yourself out of an environment. If there is a lot of battles and there's a lot of heartbreak and there's a lot of sadness, take time away just for yourself and don't feel guilty about it. Because like I said, you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others, right? And then focusing on yourself, when other people see that, it's almost like teamwork, because then it can change their perspective as well. Feel also that for some of you, focusing on work, maybe you had to take time off work from this, or to care for people after this loss with the Queen of Swords. If you had to be that person in the household that took over whatever this Queen of Swords did, because I see she was like the Empress here in the household. I feel like there's a lot of justice being waited on here too. You want justice over being deceived. And this Queen of Swords is coming through, I feel, really to have you refocus on the things that you were taught from her, to pull you out of that apathy. And if you're the one who is watching someone have that Goldilocks mode of apathy, apathy over empathy, like just nothing's making them happy, they're depressed, they're sad. Sometimes it's painful, but we have to let people go through their own process. And, you know, you want to, it's saying, will you implement their advice? At first, I'm seeing like, it's like you just want to get away, you know, with that Six of Swords energy. Like mentally, to me, you want to get away. But I feel with the full moon coming around that there is going to be I feel like you are going to gain some justice with this situation. Either a rebalancing of the situation, turning a corner, or whoever this Queen of Swords passed, whether it's like in the legal system or, however it passed, there's justice coming for that. And I had the justice come on twice. And just remember with the Four of Cups here, then we have the Nine of Swords, that's suffering in silence, insomnia. There will be balance, there will be justice over that. Whatever situation with this Queen of Swords, losing this Queen of Swords person, this loving person. I also feel like this Queen of Swords possibly could have been carrying, maybe was having a pregnancy when this happened, or there were complications, or, I hate to say things like that, so I'm going to say what I'm getting, because I'm getting this Empress here, and they're like holding, and, they have the scepter off, and it's coming with the Nine of Swords and the Justice card underneath this Four of Cups. It's not for everyone, but I'm getting also a message that there could have been someone from, like, the Queen of Swords could have passed years and years ago, and maybe there was a child that, survived from that, and the anniversary of the Queen of Swords passing coming up every year is very, very upsetting in the household. That's a very specific message, but that's what I'm getting. After I have the Three of Pentacles here, feel it's teamwork and focusing. This Ace of Wands is bringing you the success, motivating you with teamwork. And I feel that is within the household, but I feel even stronger that it's pointing you in a new direction to fill your life and have something with a career that'll really fulfill your life, in a way. Maybe you were holding back on your own dreams because of this, and this is a turning point for you. I do see King of Swords here, which is double sword energy. So someone in this here is a very critical person, very serious person, very by the book, logical, picturing like a forensic accountant, or like, a criminal lawyer or something. There's somebody in the mix like that. I have Six of Wands here. So if this is a legal battle, and this is, a counselor or someone legal regarding this justice that you're waiting for, I feel there will be victory and success, and I feel that there will be like a parade for it. And I see the Five of Swords, then the Sun, and then I see the Six of Wands. And there's going to be rejoicing and celebration over this, the Three of Cups. It's a reconciliation and rejoicing. So this is a lot for this reading, but all of this has to do with the Four of Wands, homecoming celebration. A card keeps peeking out under this. And what it's telling me is that it is your choice if this is what you want. It's your choice to accept this or not accept it because of what you've went through. I feel that you want to accept love. You want to accept it. You want to believe it. You have this older, wiser woman on the other side of the counter, but she's not looking at this woman. She's looking directly at me. And I feel what she's saying is, love is all that matters. And I do feel with the Queen of Swords coming through here, as I said, Queen of Swords, has lived through some stuff, has some bitter hurts, scarred her heart. And, she keeps a record of those hurts as well there. I also feel like the Queen of Swords could have also been someone that was legal. It could have been something where the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords were like, I don't know, parents of yours that are like in a law firm, and one of them was lost, one of them passed, the Queen of Swords, and that's why I'm getting the Justice card, the legal over this. But I feel like whatever it is, or however this Queen of Swords passed, there is a seeking of justice regarding it. This is a general reading, so I'm going to say what I got. It might not be for everyone, so I just shuffled the cards, and I got this card again. So even though the Queen of Swords is coming through, it's all about choice. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Namaste. I pray you find your way. I'll see you next time. Mwah.